supposed to be judged by the one who go to church where do fuckery. That means everybody will go to church a foolishness. So if you use your fat, fry me, then that no good. You know what I mean? And of course, Jamaica and Jamaicans, I am for good government, and I'm also for a government of integrity and a government for integrity. I'm also a man of truth and honesty and godliness with even my imperfection. So you see what I don't do? I don't make myself myopic nor gullible to lies. No, when you're of a lying nature, the easiest way to sell a lie is to pick a liar and tell the lie. So if me in a one village, I may have a lie with more spread upon somebody, all I may have to do, just pick one of the known habitual liars in the village and say, yo, hold this, run with it. Because you know that them love. Because naturally, they are liars. So you see the people in Jamaica today, people in Jamaica today that are constantly making these lying arguments, these are people who are just naturally themselves habitual liars. Miss, the injunction that you're making reference to is not to muzzle the Integrity Commission, but is to make sure that they are not acting out of their jurisdiction, which they have intended to do, because Kevin Stevenson wants to please himself and not the Integrity Commission. Bear in mind, Hazel, that Mr. Stevenson is a very close bona fide to the comrade leader, and once that is the reality, he should never be trusted to have no integrity himself, much less to be sitting on the highest chair on the Integrity Commission. That also is a conflict of interest. So, sweetheart, to find out why these people, after an investigation was carried out by a forensic auditor from overseas, who would have proven that, look, there is nothing untoward, there are no inconsistencies, no irregularities, nor nothing illegal that were found from his investigation or investigations. No. Had it been a local person, a local forensic person that carried out that audit, you know, a lot of Jamaicans that say, I buy them, buy him out, I buy them, buy him out. But you guys are eliminated from saying that I buy them, buy out the person. When you're so short-sighted, you don't understand that the opposition need power, and because they cannot criticize the government. Because to criticize the government, they would have to compare themselves to the government. Please bear that in mind, people. When we, the people, are not entitled to compare ourselves, the opposition have a right to compare themselves before they can bash the sitting government. Let me tell you that. Because I'm going to understand politics. In an opposition, you're supposed to compare yourself to the sitting government. Remember, you would have been in office already. You have to come to the people with a track record to say, look, ask them the question. People, this is how we dealt with education. Here are our results. Oh, people, this is how we dealt with health. Here are our results. This is how we would have dealt with roads. Here are our results. Then you say, okay, these are the findings for JLP in education. These are the findings for JLP in health. These are the findings for JLP on roads. Now, when you do those type of analysis, careful analysis and honest analysis, then you can say the PMP have the right to criticize the government. But you people who want to take politics for dolly house, when you keep on allow the PMP to ask a bag of question without asking what them did do. Because based on philosophy, undergrad philosopher, the man say, if we don't know or try to make ourselves knowledgeable about the past, we are bound to repeat its mistake. So why you don't want to take some of Marcus Garvey philosophy to conveniently please yourself? But the philosophies of Marcus with the up love yourself. No, them not going to tell you that because it's going to eliminate Mark Golden. So what I'm trying to say, people, stop falling victim for these political stunts and trap by the PMP to try to put you in a confusion to say, oh, you have a good leader that is corrupt. That is foolish, and look at it. I see history no lie now. It is always the white race and people from the white race that try to belittle anything black that is great. History taught us that. Even in our sports, it is only the white that predominantly has a habit of trying to bring down great black men in sports, in politics, and even movie. Guy, you forgot what they did to Bill Cosby? You realize the oppressor system still active and strong? Guy, you see how them did to Mario Balotelli, the black footballer? The white devil system is still active and strong. Now, fast forward or come to Jamaica. Mark goal in 4 parents. Where are they from? What type of mechanism they use to convince and oppress and rule over black people? Well, simple. History again. When Obama came here, you know what Obama did for a lot of Jamaicans to rail? Because we still find ourselves gullible to words coming from the white man. When Obama come up here, out here mash up, what Obama say, yeah man! All the white man knows him have to do is just talk like you. And when he talk like you, I mean, sorry, mistake. I never bite my tongue when I say that. All the white guy have to do, pretend like he can talk like we and win with heart. And the best way to do that is just, oh yeah man, yeah man. Because we are gullible people. So the white man realized that is a safe mechanism to neutralize themselves. In other words, people out there who hear the word neutralize. Neutralize meaning make you see them as not a threat. You know what I mean? Make you see them as somebody where, oh, he's just an amicable person. He doesn't mean any harm. So that's the reason why Mark Golden behave like that. He doesn't want to speak the Queen's English. Because speaking the Queen's English, his originality and origins will be exposed more. So to be convinced, or for us to be convinced that he's one of us and part of us, and he tries to force out an accent or a vernacular. Yes, a vernacular that is not within Mark Golden. So the forced dialect that you hear from Mark Golden, it is not authentic. In other words, real. You know what I mean? Not real at all. And you people, you know what you use again? Let me show you one of the tactic of the white man and the white woman to suppress black people. So the white woman, if she have an agenda, then from a system to oppress and mislead a group of black people, then she have to start it with a male. And what she do? That's the reason why you hear the term interracial marriage. Now, research the findings of interracial marriage. How did interracial marriage came about? And you see, I don't like talking to some people. Go and go research interracial marriage. Research the era first where it came into existence, and chase the DNA of the people them first who decides say, oh, interracial marriage is okay. So the white woman, to control the black man family, she put herself with the black man. She even get herself pregnated for the black man. The other way around, interracial control. Well, white control come to interracial marriage. So the black man, or him get a white woman, and him think say, yo, Ray. Well, if he not turn up Chang and do what she say, she might have flick him switch. Because we still have a strangle on us today by the whites. I am not necessarily saying that all people of that color are the same. I am saying that when they represent a political system, they must not be trusted. So me never really say, all in all, or generally, every one of them not safe. Nah, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that when these people do these type of things and then want to neutralize themselves in the political space, they cannot be trusted because they are what you call manipulators. And they know that black people are easily deceived by words, emotion. You try to talk like him. You run the joke like him. You use the slang like him. Yo, hear the white man I try to talk like we. And I crowd the white man jaw. Because I say, yo, see the man I want to with brother? Yo, brother, see the man I try to fit in like one of with them man in a bossy. Yeah, man, yeah, the white man back in mind hear him. Fuck on, no. So neutralize myself, man. Wait till me getting on the head. And then the oppression start. As if to say, a man, you're going to hand your poison. I go tell you, say, yo, see it here poison. No, when you get the poison, I tell you, say, I Betty milk. Well, I'm Mark Golden that. Mark Golden come figure Jamaica poison, but he might call it Betty milk. We don't want it. We don't want it. Let the guy go back to England. And people, I don't have a problem when white people come here. That is not my issue. My issue is this. Why should these people be allowed to control the state affairs of our country when they already still have a system we control we? So we have to make up our mind. And I want to ask the Jamaicans them out there. The ones them claim to them are Pan-Africanists. The Pan-Africanists them out there and the so-called lovers of black culture. Imagine Mark Golding negotiating on behalf of Jamaica in the African diaspora. In fact, imagine this Mark Golding as he is now, trying to have dialogues on behalf of us in Africa. The timing is right. Mark Golding now, as is the case now, probably likely of getting assassinated if him go Africa or represent Jamaica. Because the black people them down there say, no. You're not going to come under the moniker of Jamaica representing the white system. I think you're going to neutralize yourself and come trick way. No. So that guy has no means or ways of neutralizing Jamaica with the African diaspora where we don't neutralize yourself with yet. So please bear that in mind. So he cannot negotiate on behalf of Jamaicans on African soil. And people, are you going to love the music only when it suits you or pleases your emotion? Because I could have swear I remember the artist in Jamaica say, him no say, the East is the best. But if the East is the best, and Mark Golding come from the West, and him origin, why his song telling us the East are the best, but politically, you telling us the West is the best? Mark Golding comes from the West. You see that little black lady when married, make she and him go work it out. You see nationally, we and him work it out at the polls. And we decide to say, guy, you see that interracial marriage that you have going, and that family that you would have gotten out of it, man, we don't give one biscuit about that. You represent a system because of your color and your offspring. A lot of Jamaicans don't know that. So you will not be pardoned by me because of you being interracially married. No. You are from a people that still has interest in controlling black people. How better a puppet to use than that of Mark Golding? Because he will be easier to sell and easier to use because he's here. And the system knows that he's the perfect moniker, the perfect facade, he's the perfect smoke screen to us. And look on timing. Now we see black culture and get back alive again. And the African diaspora change up them leaders. A lot of African countries now have young black leaders who are for the people. But history keep on repeat itself. But only in the Caribbean where people lack knowledge. I wonder if that's why Bookman, we start the Haitian Revolution, was never pleased to start the revolution of Jamaica. You know why? Just like the Bible, man. So be in the beginning, so be in the end. One bag of talking Jamaicans will never mean nothing, no action. So Bookman did have left Jamaica, go to Haiti, go start a revolution where in return benefited back Jamaicans. You people don't learn from history. You know what I mean? You have Andrew Holness here being teared down with lies by a white man. By a white man. We don't have a white man a dirty up on a local brother name. Because he want power. But what is the meaning of power? Power means control. So uno go make Mark Golding use uno to get power, to control all the way. As if the guy have us at heart. Who telling you that? The man say him a whatever banker. Man, through what avenues did your business became successful? So yes, you're a banker, fine. You go say you're a corporate lawyer. How many businesses in Jamaica failed and then required your law services? These type of investment from Mark Golding are investments that typically depends on the failure of the black man. People open on the eye, the man business venture them depend on the failure of black people. Corporate business lawyer, banker. Look at the guy's financial institution that he was aligned with. Those type of institutions scrape and map up black people assets when they fail themselves. And this is the man now pretending as if he's brand new. Look at how the guy speaks to Jamaicans as if we owe him something or we obligated to him. Man, we need respect, boy, and even the opposition side. You think I just you come with them you talk to, and that me can't take with you. So they come with them not have no standard. You know see that? The man address people. With the man I go say him will be the future Prime Minister of Jamaica, Hannah Kimbo. Waist a swing from two sides like I'm a man go. Guy, man, stand at attention. You can't even go to the courthouse of Jamaica up to now and not sit down properly. So when you talk to Jamaicans, remember you have Jamaicans that watch you in the diaspora. Remember you have world leaders that watch you. Now, but I think that's who you see a bag of people, them stand up in front of you in the orange. Remember the world leader, them a watch you. You understand me? And if I say you behave, who are want to stand up in front of you, say them have dialogue. Who are going to stand in front of you, say them have dialogue in relation to Jamaica current affairs. Guy, body has a language. And if body has a language, Mark Golding body language is not a body language that one wants to ride home about. Guy, open up on your eyes. Look at the Prime Minister's presentation when he presents himself to the John public. Not Labour rights, to John public. Look at how he's well groomed. Look at the image of the man. Look at the man's character. Now compare your comrade leader that is wanting to become Prime Minister. Bearded, bushy face, reminding us of the great oppression that came from the people who look just like him. Man, you better have sense. You know what I mean? Look at the guy. Chaka and this 2025 Jamaica this, brother. Brother, under 2025 Jamaica this. And people watch Mark Golding, use him wealth as a white man, suppress black comrades. And pleased with it. Because just like history taught us, one bag of sellout that were called fifth columnists will always be in Jamaica. So even Mark Golding a champ for black man we are comrade, you don't care. You don't care because you're so blind. And that's why me Bible tell me say in Hosea 4 verse 6, my people shall perish, not because they can't walk, not because they can't talk, but because you people lack knowledge. And knowledge cannot be taught always by somebody else. And to you have to go and seek and you find answers yourself and then enhance your knowledge. And when you look at how the PMP addresses people, as if the comrades are the only people in Jamaica, that should not be the case, fam. Fam, the way Mark Golding speak to comrades, you people are stupid to think that comrades are the only people in Jamaica. When Andrew Holness speaks, don't you realize that he can resonate with even non-Jamaicans? That's the difference. It can resonate with all people who are not Jamaican. So what kind of Jamaican now applying to yourself forward to with that type of guy? Hannah Kimbo. And what kind of big Hannah Kimbo? And I see you talk, sir. Remember Jamaicans are not PMP or Labour right. Jamaicans are Jamaicans, then choose them political choice of being PMP or Labour right. This man turn up and talk like he think I could friend them and talk to. Like he think I just say comrade them. Brother, the comrade them not a standard. Anybody can represent them. You know what I mean? How can a guy wanting to be Prime Minister? I'm show you how many say this is dangerous. You see, I don't know we pretend like we don't see what go on. I'm going to show you how dangerous it be. We don't know stop, you know. Till it's too late. Look into this. I wish artists try to go a Cayman one day and then ban him from perform over there. I wish artists. And I wish artists go to Bahamas one day. And then that the Bahamas people on the side say the government he must go through some process because they never want him over there. And so forth. And law boss them. When the other country them are black law boss, what kind of reason why them are black law boss them for want to come over there? But when the other country them look and see Mark Golding, you see enough on the way I talk, you see the type of attitude they PMP up on stage, and that's why Cayman decides the Jamaicans are going to want visa to come over there. I mean I ask no question. You not stop because you're foolish. Because you realize that Mark Golding will damage Jamaica potentially if he were to be a Prime Minister. You know why? His before actions will make a lot of countries not support Jamaica because they will not trust his actions nor his ways. Guy, open up on your eyes and see the signs that are clear. It is not by a chance by why these people are getting back visa under this government. We have a Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson Smith. A lot of you all are getting visas and just think, oh, you're just lucky. Foolish. You're not just getting visa because you're lucky. You know what I mean? Our Foreign Affairs Minister Kamina Johnson Smith has a responsibility in terms of handling negotiations and cracking down and breaking down barriers to make sure that Jamaicans can access some countries that were seemingly barring some of us because of certain criteria, eligibility criteria. A lot of you all just want to go to embassy. You think you give the government credit, you get through with nothing foreign because you think I just lucky, lucky. I show the science man, be you know, and send you go to embassy. I tell them, say, him, make you get on the passport, on the visa, or that you run with. You don't care nothing about the conversations that are being had by our foreign affairs minister and foreign styles that will make sure that our Jamaicans can traverse the world and also not be exploited. Eh? You come on the boast about farm work and then that kind of thing. One of the day when Kamina Johnson Smith and the agriculture ministry and the Ministry of Labour have to negotiate with Canada to extend the farm work program to make sure that more Jamaicans can come on it. You think we never get the government credit for that? All you know want to do is just go off foreign and make money, then come back and cuss the government. All because you know want nobody asking for nothing. So you talk about nothing and go on and cuss government. You know wicked. A lot of you out there are wicked. You know what I mean? But me know for a fact say if PNP win back government in Jamaica, enough small island neighboring are going to require Jamaicans to use visa. Let me tell you how me know. Me say the artists them will surround Mark Golden on stage. A lot of them can go to some country up to now. And for the countries where them can go, ask them the type of line where they walk under them. Chalk line. Chalk line. Ask them some of them too much money they lie off you spend to get them traveling to some country too. Because you know why? When the people them turn on them country style and watch the type of persons that Mark Golden associate himself with. You see, let me tell you how these people foolish. Now, you think foreign countries now watch people like Skeng done still? You think though because he's not implicated in anything locally? He's not been watched internationally, but the fool think it is wise to come out boldly and say, oh, PNP, national scene does not seize you. I can plan to do with you in the future. Who know what kind of watch them and watch you? We see them come to busy after 2002. When the members say busy, they think everything alright and everything, then America just come for him. I saw America work. You know what I mean? So when these type of people, these tainted character individuals, be posing behind Mark Golden, this fool that do brand Jamaica harm than good. That white guy doing brand Jamaica more harm than good. So many tainted reputation people who foreign countries have strict policies upon them to enter their country. These are the people masquerading behind Mark Golden. These are just some blunderous political move that will hurt Jamaica. And you people don't realize that, my brethren. These type of moves will hurt Jamaica and also hurt Jamaicans. You understand me? You be putting up yourself with a bag of artists that sing the most derogatory lyrics. You put yourself with artists that sing the most derogatory and violence influential music. And then you had them on stage with a prime minister aspirant. Guy, you didn't sold Jamaica well to the international and the international scene. Stupid. You did Jamaicans injustice. Now, when people on the international scene sees that, and a lot of you all are denied from their countries, here on telling yourself, say on salt. Foolish, Mark Golden, I want to reason why I'm not going to get no visa. Because the people are saying, it seems that if this man becomes prime minister, criminality is okay to him. Because so many criminals are rallying behind him. So when the foreign countries realize that, oh, before Mark Golden becomes prime minister, Skeng done, all of these tainted individuals and all of these people named and so forth be marketed by Mark Golden and the other way around, guy, don't fool yourself. The foreign oligarchs are watching. Here, and I see the oligarchs that are watching. Here, and you see the oligarchs that are watching. They are watching feel like negatives are to be had or experienced from that if Mark Golden becomes prime minister. Think about it logically. Ask yourself the question. If the artists on stage with Mark Golden singing the most murderous songs and the most derogatory lyrics, some of them are struggling to go on certain foreign soil. How do you think these countries will negotiate with Mark Golden being prime minister on behalf of Jamaicans? You people think so short-sighted? I wonder what to drink, I wonder what to eat and call it sex. Me ask again, if these tainted character artists are being barred or strict restrictions are placed on some of them when they go a foreign, or if they go a foreign, the opposition leader will endorse them and the vice versa. Don't you think the same foreign countries that put a bar upon the artists them are going to come up with stiffer penalties if him, Mark Golden, become a prime minister? Because they're thinking that he is okay with indecency. They're of the view that he will be okay with no law and order in the society. No, if there's no law and order in Jamaica and Jamaicans want to go a foreign, the lack of law and order in a country are going to make people picky and want to accept us in a them country. Let me give another case in reference. What are the grounds that what are the grounds Cayman Islands decided that Jamaicans require a visa to come over there? You remember the days when you go to Bahamas, that does passport you want? Go and go check for, not Bahamas, Grand Cayman. Go and go check for me there and tell me. Go and go look on the grounds for which Bahamas. Me keep on say Bahamas. Cayman Islands decide say, oh, Jamaicans are going to need visa to come there. Yes, we neighbor Cayman. Think about it and ask yourself the questions. What were the grounds that Cayman Island used to decide that Jamaicans to come there will no longer be able to come there because of passport alone, but because they will need a visa? You know what that mean? You're going to have to come based on your antecedent. So when you don't get away with a free ticket with a passport, you're going to have to go take a boat, come from this country. But you're not going to come to our ports with your tainted character. Because the people are fearful that a tainted character from Jamaica will come on their soil and also cause the same havoc on their soil. And I ask you the question that a lot of you all are afraid to answer. I said, a lot of you all know of countries, small islands, that are barring several of our entertainers. The entertainers that are being barred by some of these countries are some of the entertainers that were seen on stage with Mark Golden hurling or singing slanderous, derogatory lyrics and murderous or violent lyrics on stage. Now I ask you the question, if the same artists that were on stage with Mark Golden, some of them find it hard to enter certain countries, how then you think these countries will view Jamaica with Mark Golden as Prime Minister after he facilitated those type of indecency in the presence of him whilst on stage? You know what that means for me and you? A lot of us will be turned down by several countries. A lot of us will be turned down because of that matter. Stiffer penalties or stiffer measures are going to be implied or applied for us to enter certain countries, because of the image that Mark Golden is trying to send. He's sending an intention that, look, if I, Mark Golden, become Prime Minister, this indecency is okay with me as Prime Minister. This type of no law, no order thing is okay with me as a Prime Minister. No, you think a man we are trying to make in country and in people peaceful, I go want nobody from a country where the Prime Minister seemingly promote criminality in the society? You think a country I go do that? Guy, unknown. Take your ass off of the platform. You're so stupid, no wonder your name unknown. Or lady, or whatever your name. Or whatever your name. When you say Andrew use them, what you mean, what is the difference? You know what is the difference? They were brought on a political platform, right? And in front of him, they were hurling slant. It's not a dove play, it was a live session. Big difference. So you go ask what is the difference? Well, let me give you the difference again. It was never a dove plate. It was a live address. It was supposed to be an address to the immediate people there, but in a sense, an indirect address to the nation. And if it's not an indirect address to the nation, those meetings would have not been broadcast on TVJ, because I mean, say, enough that the space there alone, whatever chat must be sold to. So idiot unknown. The difference is live performance versus dove plate. You know what I mean? Culturally, that's our thing. Is it cultural for us to have a prime minister or aspirant on stage with artists hurling the most derogatory lyrics and violent lyrics? Then you go tell the country about crime? Guy, fix up your folly grounds and get some good sense. I'm telling you already, me is not the type of person to come on live with. Let me tell you something, man. Me I'm not tired, brother. I'm telling you, I prefer chat to them in a person. But when you go hide and throw a stone, I don't like it. You know what I mean? Come up on the box. Come turn me in an idiot. Come with your facts, come turn me in an idiot for yourself. No hide and throw no stone and gone. No, man. Come send a request and come turn me in a kuno muno up here. That's all I'm do, you know. When me up here talk, come up here and come turn me in a kuno muno. And if you can't do that unknown, I should be not a moderator over here for block your finger on place. Because I never like someone to comment, you know. God no, I never like someone to comment. On the myopic and foolish. You tell me say Andrew use them song. What the hell? You know, so you're stupid. I say you're dumb and fool. Idiot. Me not tell you say one of them a different thing. You know, see the guy on the political stage with them turn up in a them present. You see Andrew and them? You see Andrew and them apart? Like how Mark Golden and them apart? Eh? Cut the foolishness, man. That's how the turn like compare orange with mango. Just to qualify on the foolishness. Anytime you see a foolishness on come with, here on the defensive mechanism now. Come with strawman fallacy. In other words, comparing oranges with mango. You're such a grotesque unknown. Yes, unknown. You're such a grotesque. I don't even have to tell you about SYM, as in save your money, because you probably not save none. You know what I mean? I don't have that low IQ to always have to tell people about go and suck their mother. No. I have high IQ. I don't have to resort to those derogatory or vitriolic sort of utterances. You know what I mean? I was taught way better than that by my teachers from Excelsior High School and other high schools that I would have been through. I tend to lose my cool sometimes because of dregs like you, though unknown. You people tend to let me lose my decency. And I don't like to lose my decency. But back to regular program. So on the international scene, they're watching and they're looking at the two persons, the two leaders, the leader of government and also the leader of the opposition. How both persons applies themselves to the public when also addressing the public. No, you think people on the international scene aren't realizing that the decorum of Mark Golden and the demeanor of Mark Golden, it is not something to ride home about, or they're not nothing to ride home about. The guy has mediocre decorum, little to no demeanor when he's speaking to Jamaicans. You know what I mean? The guy needs to project himself some more. He needs to be more presentable, not only in looks, but also in the way that he delivers himself. I mean, patois is our natural culture. However, sir, we do not have it hard or struggling to understand the Queen's English when it is used to address us. However, we have a knack of using our Jamaican patois, our dialect, amongst ourselves usually. But guys, we expect the people that handles our current affairs to speak in a fluent manner that is clear and easily understood by all Jamaican, right? And therefore, the traits of Mark Golden are not convincing. They are not persuasive enough to convince me that he has the decorum, nor the demeanor to lead Jamaica's state affairs. Another thing again to reckon with, the fact that Mark Golden is under pressure politically to the point where he's getting himself in a conundrum, putting himself in all sorts of ambiguity. It means the guy cannot handle the pressures of the current affairs of Jamaica. And then in another case now, guys, how on earth a lot of you all would not book a contractor to build a wall house gear, we live in a board house. Because you said to him, so then he can't build himself a wall. Alright then, when we use a one to build a wall one then. You look on the wall house where the contractor build for himself, and you say, boy, he'll and go and you lean. And because of the one who build for himself, because you not go give him no work, you know. Let me qualify my argument now. Then if me go by that the logics there, and you go by that the logics there. You know, fear if you ask Mark Golden if he show you when doing a jungle, before you ask him to tell you when he can do for Jamaica. Me and one of them man they want to hear from Mark Golden when he plan to do for Jamaica. I care zero because that will never happen. What would I ask Golden to do, you know? I say, Mark Golden, I want you to show me the receipt are the receipts from being a big-time banker and a big-time lawyer, and how well the people of Jungle would have felt that in their constituencies. Then I would know if I should trust this guy with our national affairs. You must ask people like Angela Brownberg. Miss Brownberg, Jamaica has 14 parishes, 63 constituencies. Across Jamaica, all constituencies are smaller than the parish. Then if the constituencies are smaller than the parish, then why the hell these people who are not able to improve the lives of people in constituencies should be trusted with national affairs? I ask comrades to make that make sense. Michael Phillips, the guy would have been a long-standing member of parliament there in Northwest Manchester. He's somebody that has one of the biggest shit mouth over by the PMP's side. I ask Jamaicans, if a tradesman build a house for himself and it lean and zigzag, would you require the services of that tradesman to build you a house? Oh, don't put it in the comment, I know. So therefore, when you say you're not conveniently biased, so me ask you the question. If we ask Mr. Michael Phillips to come up with the receipts of his doings in Northwest Manchester, how substantial and impactful his doings would have been and remains, those are the premise that we would trust them with current affairs for Jamaica. We want to speak to Anthony Hilton, the man who controls the Riverton dump. I ask the question, Mr. Hilton, a constituency, sir, is not as large as a parish. Then, sir, if a constituency is not as large as a parish, and then a parish is just a part of a country, and a country is bigger than a parish because the parish helps to build the country or make up the country, then, sir, if it's so difficult for you to improve the life or livelihood of people in a constituency, as I said, sir, the parish is bigger, so is the country generally. Then if you're not able to improve the life of 100 people, sir, for example, figuratively speaking, Anthony Hilton, figuratively speaking, if you're not able to improve the lives of 500 people, sir, how will you improve? What can you use to convince Jamaicans that you should be entrusted with the responsibility of 3.8 million people? You people on the PMP side come like on the drink mad puss piss. You know what I mean? You literally come like on the drink some mad puss piss. You know what I mean? Peter Bunting, I want to ask Peter Bunting a question. Peter Bunting, would you require me as a contractor to build myself a zigzag house? Lean, twist up, no measurement, no dupani. Me build it without cement and lay black without cement. You, Mr. Bunting, would you require me to build you even assistant in your yard? No. Then if you go by that the premise there, sir, what evidence do you have to present to the people why they should re-elect you? Mr. Bunting, the same question comes to you, sir. If you are not able to fix the issues or woes of 500 people, sir, how then should you be trusted with the national affairs that comprises roughly 3.8 million people? Again, I ask you PMP people, what do you guys eat or drink? What do you guys put in your brains and also your belly? You people, when you come like, when you just don't know what to do, when you just confused. Me ask the questions, nobody answer. Next question me ask. Me say to myself, and me ask people after me ask myself. If I were to go by the premise, again, if me build myself a zigzag house, and say me a contractor, and the whole life twist up, would you require my services to build you even assistant or a grave? No, you wouldn't. So me ask you the question. Which constituency can the People's National Party use as a poster child to sell itself to Jamaica? That is yet to be a reality. That is what me a call for. In fact, nobody on the app cannot say them a call for it longer than me. Me am one of the longest caller on the app. I ask the any PMP MP come up with them receipt to show how long them they with them there and what them do for the people. That they receipt them, me can't get it all now. Me ask the question, if a mechanic can fix, alright, me the mechanic and me have a pro box, and my pro box I give me trouble, and me can't fix my pro box. If you own a pro box, you can your pro box won't give me to fix? The answer is no. So me ask the question, if a man can fix the solution in my yard, why you trust him to fix the one of yours? Nobody still no answer me all now. You know what I mean? And them type of question that me ask, I bet some people say, yo, time come, and can't substantiate or qualify the time come argument. You know what I mean? Because me I go off a premise, you know. Me I go off a premise. Me say, if a man see me build myself a house as a contractor, and it zigzag, and they all over the place. If him would have booked me to build him a grave or even assistant in a yard. And you know if you answer me, I know say no. So I said to myself, say, if a constituency is smaller than Jamaica, right? And a constituency is smaller than a parish because a constituency is within a parish. So if the PMP MPs are not able to govern the current affairs of the same Jamaican people in a smaller circle, why should these people be trusted with national affairs? Again, nobody is yet to answer me. And I don't mean the upper low, I mean in the streets. When me ask a one in a northeast St. Elizabeth, and I go up on my calculator on my phone, because I my brain is so good. For my brain is so really good. And I go up on my phone and I check the maths. When I check the maths, I ask my calculator to tell me 2020, I mean 1989 minus 2020, my calculator show me so that's a 31. And I say, alright, that's a 31. The constituency of North East St. Elizabeth is not St. Elizabeth. It makes up St. Elizabeth. That means it is less to deal with. Should mean say easier to deal with. So me ask myself the question, 31 years. Remember, a constituency is not a parish, it's part of a parish. That means it is smaller. It is smaller. So it's 31 years what a loyalty to a small little circle was never able to find a solution for the people's problems. Why should the PMP be trusted to handle the current affairs of Jamaica? I mean, you have 31 years to fix constituency issues. Constituency issues are not as large as it makes up the current affairs issues of Jamaica generally. But the question is, these men, MPs, and women MPs for the PMP, wedded in some communities, or when we say constituencies, sorry, have little to no track record as to why they should be re-elected, but want to go back to be re-elected. Them all, and we'll go by premise again, is a reason why God say, young man, I call upon you because you're strong. So we'll go by a premise. If God sees young people more physically able, not to discredit the elders, but he's saying preferably give the responsibility to go about and spread the word more for young people because they're strong. So if the younger head Peter Bunting and the younger head Mark Golding, the younger head Angela Brown Teeth, and the younger head Anthony Hilton couldn't find the answer, why you don't trust them for the older head Mark Golding and the older head Bunting to magically have the best answers? Me have to wonder want to drink, and me still I wonder want to eat as food. Yeah, me really wonder when I found to eat as food. You know what I mean? The Bible says a young man I call upon you because you're strong. And if the PMP them over that side there, the big old dinosaur them over there, they're from Wappy Kill fill up days. The man them they find them in them young prime. And when them in them young prime, the man them are MP. Compare, I mean, use premise, young. Use premise again, small. Use premise, government minister. And yet, constituencies in Westmoreland, I feel do without water for 30 odd years. So much constituency have to do without water for 30 odd years. Then if the man them cannot be trusted in a small circle, how you think you go? We don't know, see, you know. But let me tell you again, I go off a premise again. Premise. All people say to me, say, dance a yard before you dance abroad. I come off a premise again, you know. Say if all people say dance a yard before you dance abroad. Say if all people say dance a yard before you dance abroad. Say put on a good show your yard first before you think of even going to foreign. Go put on a show. So we could go off a premise. If we go by the analogy there, what did I do? I know she want to come dance a foreign. But we don't see the dance she do out here. She never even dance out here. But she want to go dance abroad. You see the type of mindset when I found have. I want to understand is PMP supporters, the average one them no business about accountability, they no standard. Anything can step on stage according to for them logics. Anything can be said on stage. Just anyhow, stand up anyhow. Them not really give a jack shit. Oh, Vincent, me a bother you, me know that. Then tell me a bother no. I saw no talk. Me love that. Matter of fact, me don't think about any lie, but Vincent, you convince me say me I get on down no skin. And me like get on down no skin, you know. Cause it's the truth, I don't know worse enemy that. Vincent, me I go screenshot your comment. I'm going to send you viral. Let me tell you why. Me have one portion of PMP comments that's tore up on my phone. I want me screenshot. I don't know how somebody don't say sting them to comment. Brother, it has become more inevitable and undeniable. Say the people that are destined to vote in Mark Golding are unintelligent, uninformed, and easy to lead people, mislead. Bro, me have over 10 from Seabreeze and you know Vincent. Because make sure I screenshot it before I forget. Because not even the same place where you can't spell. And no love come up. And on the first, where if you can't tell people say government this and government that. Bro, on the stop or not do. And people like you, Vincent. People like you. Wait a youthful time when you get a chance to get a good education. So when sense and so for use and critical use of sense for use, you can't even read the word if you make you understand if you have sense. So you, as somebody know, you just come believe anything you hear. After you hear it, you just spread it. Because you're not able to read for yourself. So what you do now, you admit that you can't read good for yourself. So you trust those who you think can read good are better than you. And all them do are recognize that and just go and read for you and just read like a man say and he just say man. And you say, oh man, but the man really say and. But you can't read, you say, okay man. Because the sound you stay from. On the gullible, you understand me? And it's not that disrespect. It's just a trend to see that every time me do a live or me dep on a live, habitually the people that must write the most weirdest things are PMP people. Them brother no write some things sometime. Brother, me take politics aside and cry shame for your illiteracy, bro. Me cry shame, bro, for your illiteracy, brother. You know what I mean? You see all the cigarette box, where you see the people writing the pan, we are one, you know? You think enough of you can read them a warning there, no? Because I could never see them a big old dangerous warning there by man who make sitting and still a take it. And still a buy. So I don't believe some man who brother, when you know some man who come back and talk when it happen, I just listen to and laugh because I come back and I chat on one different frequency from. I dep on a different vibration. You know what I mean? I never materialistic. We show them different from enough human being. I'm not even materialistically oriented. I'm a longevity man. I want the boy up on earth long. Yeah, that's that me more care about. I want them on earth long, you know. So I'm not even materialistically driven like that. So that's why you see me. Me just a cool and easy hombre. But back to regular affairs, because I think me easy to get show off. You make a sad mistake, boy. You catch him from that time in a good mood. Listen to this. I said, ask yourself the questions. If it's 500 easier to lead over or take charge of than 5 million, which is easier to care for? 5 million or 500,000? Well, everybody knows that 500,000 is easier to care because of less. So I ask you the question, if you know the constituencies or the PMP, them are MP, right? And they can't show no track record for what them are do. I ask you to say yes, still be a comrade, fine. Still support Mark Golding, fine. What I ask you to do is tell me why. I ask you if you qualify it, you know. I ask you if you qualify. I never tell a man say don't be comrade. No, sir. I don't give a rat if you want to be a comrade. I don't wrong you fancy Mark Golding. I don't wrong you neither. What you do now is set you up to ask you some question. So here the question I ask you now. I don't tell you about no time about no time no come. Yeah man, I don't wrong your time come for you. If you come tell me if Mark Golding can't fix the crisis that exists in the jungle till our tears are popped down upon people. How the ras me if you trust that man with national affairs? National affairs come with more strain. National affairs come with more sleepless nights. National affairs come with more move up and done. So when I ask you a question, so a magic him go work for Jamaica when he never work for the constituency. So people of jungle, you don't say not eat that then. Because if you tell yourself that Mark Golding go do better for Jamaica, but he can't do it to Uno, make it make sense. You know, damn ass. More to make it make sense. Come qualify him as a candidate and make it make sense. Uno need to make it make sense. Uno say in good for Jamaica, and him a go better for Jamaica. But if he not better for Jungle, how the fuck him a go better for Jamaica? And that me ask no answer, no just choose stone and run and say time come and no argument. None of them is the time come now no argument. And the one we have argument, you call them intellectual fools. You like the OB and all them E that there. I mean ask you ever. You look at stupid comrades behind Angela Brown teeth. Me ask you a question. If she can't fix the issues where you have in the communities and the district them, what you have to use to convince me say yes, she are gonna have a solution for national problems. And that me ask you, nobody not telling us if enough vote for no PMP. Galang vote for no PMP. But me ask you a question. If a man, a MP in a small space and can't fix the issues there, you can't fix the water crisis there, you can't do nothing to reduce the brain drain there, you cannot do nothing to improve sports and education, why the rest me trust you with my national affairs? Comrades, make sense. Me ask and nobody now come forth. Since you say gold is the best thing and everything, remember in a brand new. Member Golden are new to politics, so me ask you a question. If Golden cannot find the solutions for the people of Jungle, which is a smaller circle than that of the Jamaica generally, what premise you use to convince yourself, say, oh, he have a solution for Jamaica when you have a Jungle? Because you have so much sense, you so intelligent, you go on to KC, and you go on to Georges, and you support Mark Golden, and you go on to Immaculate, and you support Mark Golden. So I want you to give me a proper educational answer. Come tell me why Mark Golden, we can fix the problem in the Jungle, have the solution for Jamaica. You can't come tell me why Anthony Hilton no have the solution for his constituency, but have it for somewhere bigger. My brethren, nobody answer enough for the PMP. All we are saying to you is, at least me ask you to tell me, because I'm a Jamaican too. Me say, if Peter Bunting could find a solution for central Manchester when come from, billionaire Peter Bunting could find it. Small Manchester Central could find a solution for, sir, what premise, sir, do you use to qualify yourself as being aspirant to want to control the state affair of Jamaica again? If we are to go by premise, sir, the premise is you were never able to eradicate, mitigate, nor fix the woes of the people of central Manchester, sir. So we ask you the question, sir, what are the premise we should use to qualify you to handle the current affairs of Jamaica? Nobody to answer all now. In fact, we don't want a UWE PMP can answer that question there. I want to come here to go a UTech, or I want to come here to go a Harvard. One of big, one come to go on a big old, what you call it, college them a foreign. One of Oxford comrade them, because I know a couple comrade go to Oxford and Harvard. So they comrade them go to Harvard and Oxford University. Come here. Come to the front of the line here. So I ask you now, if Golden can't find the solution for Jungle, what you use to qualify him to say, oh, he has the solution for Jamaica? Again, call your name again. With the next one name over there from Wapid. Oh, rascal. Philip Powell. How much got dash this water and dash down pan you? Me can't done this water and dash down pan you, Powell. Can't dash this water and dash down pan you, boy. It's a dirty water here, boy. If I in your face, some of it dash to Powell, boy. Me ask you, you can't fix the problem for you to East Kingston, Philip Powell. Philip Powell, you can't fix the problem for the youth them out of Winard Road, out of Homestead Road, Slipdock Road, Sea Breeze, Outlook. And all them places out of East Kingston, Philip Powell. Jamaica bigger than East Kingston, Philip Powell. Where we are going to use as premise to qualify you. Say, oh, you have the solution for the national problems. Again, sir, your constituency is smaller than Jamaica, sir. What are the grounds should we be convinced on that you magically, or you're going to wave a magic stick? So as far as me see, based on the facts that me can't get the answer from the comrades, then we find out why the representatives can't find the answer now. It basically tell me say the comrades them and say, oh, PMP a magician party, Mark will not go wave magic stick, and everybody have a PMP, I don't just wave magic stick, and every problem fixed. So me say the comrade in the jungle, I want me hot for the most, you know, because I found the leader this, you know. Only in the jungle, especially the people them, where the stairs pop down pan down there. Come here. Remember, I say no leader, investment banker, and corporate lawyer, big opposition leader, have much a counselor. Me ask you the question, if Golden can't fix jungle's issue, why should we trust him with the national issues? And the people in my jungle want to answer that. I know why. Because you don't understand what is true representation. And you thinking like, oh, if you vote against the PMP, you think you do the PMP injustice. But I hear me still. Bonus this. Yeah. I'm big up your chest. Politics, you know your code, God. Them the boy still. Breeze me or breeze it off. Labor, you know you're turning them. I go thump up some white woman in my ass and regroup and another life. Golden. Them a question now me have right done. I won't forget them. Comrades. I'm telling you this. I'm telling you this. Me no bride. But me know some men no idiot. But even though me no bride, me still ask you say. If you show about the comrade, they may go to Harvard. Show about the one they may go to Harvard and Oxford. And one they can qualify them argument. If a constituency is smaller than Jamaica, why should we be convinced that the PM